Okay, there we go. Good evening and good morning and good afternoon. Tom, welcome. Nice having you here. So Tom is here in Discord with me. I'm sure he'll talk when he's ready. I don't know if he's at his mic. We'll find out soon. Anyway, Rob on stream, good evening, and whoever else might be watching. This is the situation live in Porto. Explain what's it, 12.05 R1, so I'm not in the beta. But I've got the latest beta of the the Zibo mod in here. And the things that were worked on was the roll modes again, and then the go around situation. Let me just get that changelog for you guys quickly. The toga was worked on because that apparently is not working as it should. So let's put that in here. Log teaching AP roll modes, and then Xbox. There you go. Hello Felix and hello QQ. Let me pin this message. There we go. So the flight again at Porto is going to be taking off runway 35, which is this one. I'm going to scoot down there. Go to 11,000 foot, turn around, come land, but instead of actually landing, we're going to quickly do a go around. Let me get to the ND and show you the plan. So we're going to go around, then follow that blue dotted line. Let's go do that. Let's just quickly look at the circuit, and there's the go around. And then we're going to go into the hold at red mode there. Alright, so that's the plan. We want to see how the aircraft handles. And I might actually do it twice. I'm not sure. It depends on time. It's getting late already. We're just going to do a single channel autopilot go around. Okay, so nothing spectacular. We just want to see that it works, and then obviously we'll have it on record for Zibo to have a look at. And that's it. Let's start the APU. Get going.
Ground to cockpit. Stow is driving up.
Before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Before start procedure complete.
Thank you, Linda.
Ready for before start checklist.
Still connected and bypass spinning circuit. Release parking brake. Starting pushback. You may start the engine.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine. 25 and 2. Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine. and 2. Starter cutout.
Operation complete.
Engine start
Set parking
procedure
brake.
complete.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Solar Phonics, good evening. Hello, Uncle John.
You need me on push to talk, Nico?
Not unless there's going to be an issue. You're welcome to stay off of it until Linda starts talking or making a noise.
Well, I'm not running anything.
No, then you can stay like that.
I'm installing Europe.
Okay, no, that's fine then.
Okay.
Just tell Aunt Rosie from next door to keep it down, that's all.
You have to... I think she's having a party this afternoon.
Now it's disconnected.
We'll have to
Bypass
talk
pin
to
has
her.
been removed. And signal on the
Yeah,
right.
she's terrible.
We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure.
Oh. Yeah, what I meant is this. Let me show you. It's easy enough to show you quickly. Give me a second.
Before taxi procedure complete. I am
Thank
ready
you.
for before taxi checklist.
Thank you,
I
Linda.
just saw your screen flash. And again, and again,
No, it's not on my side.
and again.
I don't have
Oh,
it.
Okay.
Weird. Okay. Solar Phonics, it's easy. In your aircraft, I've obviously got the extra little folder. There's the Zibo, right? So what I'm suggesting to you is just right-click, cut it out, go dump it on your desktop, then start again. Get the full version and the latest fix. Put it all together, right? See if it works then. If it doesn't work, then it probably means that your Navigraph is not functioning properly, and I would suggest just reinstalling the latest AirRack. But if you change the AirRack, you also need to delete these 3 files. Okay, that's your airport information, the gate information, and the runway information. These are files that the Zibo mod generates based upon the combination of X-plane, where the runways are located, and the Navigraph data, and it marries them up in these files. So option 1, move it out, start new. Option 2, update Navigraph, and then delete these files and let the Zibo mod recreate them. As easy as that, because from your description it's difficult to say what's wrong. So the easiest answer is get rid of any possible corruptions or something. Get rid of the Zibo, create the new Zibo properly, try again, then we can see further what it is. Right, let me just get my screen off there. Right, then 1, 2, 3.
Back in the mud.
Ready for before taxi procedure. Flaps 5 set.
Right, we don't care. We did that already. We're gonna go. Hello, Alex. All good in here.
Taxi lights on.
Thanks, buddy. Much appreciated.
Solar
Cabin
Phonics
crew,
donated 10
take your
pounds through
seats, prepare for
SuperChat.
takeoff.
Oh, every little bit helps, man. Thank you so much. Before takeoff procedure. Good
Before
news. That's
takeoff
good
procedure.
news.
Before takeoff procedure complete.
Right.
Ready for before takeoff checklist.
I never checked this. Let me just set this up while we're busy. Do not want that one. For one. Not for one. Yep. Alright, that's done. Let's go.
Approaching 3-5. On runway 3-5.
And
Stay
Toga.
Takeoff thrust set. Throttle full. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Acceleration altitude.
Uncle John, you here? Get back.
Flaps 1 set. Approaching transition. Flaps up and set.
Right, for the guys joining late, the changelog is pinned at the top of the chat. Zibo retuned the roll modes for the autopilot and also worked on the takeoff go around. So, I beg your pardon. The idea is to do a circuit, and instead of landing, we're going to quickly do a single channel go around, see what happens. Go into the hold and then decide if that's enough or try again. The latest version of the Zibo is version 4.00, and you need RC 2.0 full, as far as I know, to start with. And then the latest fix that you need to load on top of that will be 3.5, the RC 3.5. I'm testing 3.6 now, but it's not available for public yet. This is interesting. I missed that. I don't know how I missed that. Dewell, good evening. I missed that the LNAV went out, or that I did not click it. I'm pretty sure I clicked it. First range.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off. 1000 to level off.
Well, those are looking good, Nico.
Yeah.
Oh, you're installing.
No, you're not talking into your mic. We're struggling to hear you.
Sorry. Europe is actually installing now. Finished.
Good. Hello, Steve. Good evening.
Ready for descent procedure.
Descent procedure.
Descent procedure. Descent procedure complete. Ready for descent checklist.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude 250 set. Recall. Auto brake. Set. Landing data. V reference 145.
She's out by
Sparrow
one.
529 set.
Amper klaar.
Approach briefing.
Yeah.
No, Reinhard's complaining that Linda's talking in the background.
Descent checklist complete.
Actual fact, that's done. Well, that was my coffee. It's done.
Big good.
This aircraft is rock solid. There's not much wind to really bother it. I mean, and the wind is stable. I mean, there's no rolling.
Come a long way of me, Nico.
And just as I say it, it rolls.
Hey?
Just as I say it, it rolls because it's turning to the next waypoint. But you're right, we've come a long way.
Oh, she's beautiful. She is beautiful.
Hello, Tom. No worries. Welcome to the YouTube side of things.
Approach top of descent.
Let's turn those again.
Oh yeah.
Just testing Europe.
Are you testing it?
Yeah, test on the other screen.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches on.
This is one heck of a steep descent. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Approaching transition. Flaps 1 set. Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
Approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters.
Hello, Thunder.
QNH 1012 set. Altitude passing 4065 now. Approach checklist complete. 1000 to level off.
Oh, Thunder, you haven't missed much. The money shots come now. We're gonna do a go around to see if it works now. So that's what I'll test is about. The rest is just stock old standard. You've seen me do it a million times. Hello, Dave.
Flaps 15 set.
Right, go around altitude set.
Flaps 30 set. Ready for landing checklist.
I forgot my speed brakes. Oops. You didn't see them.
I like that different again.
Landing checklist. Sorry?
I love that different.
Oh yeah. Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Continuous. Speed brake.
On.
Armed. Landing gear.
Down 3 green.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing. Down. Flaps. ILS frequency set.
Ooh, 60 FPS. Oh, that's amazing.
Set for landing. Landing checklist complete.
I have pulled every single slider except for the two ones at the bottom left is now full open, and that's my FPS. I think I overdid it a little bit.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Taxi lights on.
It's increasing again.
Approaching 3-5.
Hello HD, welcome, just in time. I'm not gonna land, I'm gonna do a go around.
500. Clear to land runway 35.
I'm gonna let it go down really low.
Approaching decision height.
Yeah, this is not my normal settings either, eh? I just pumped it up for the effect.
200.
Autopilot.
50. 40.
Oh, he's going round.
Yes, I is.
Flaps 15 set. Flaps 5 set. Flaps 1 set. Approaching transition. Flaps up and set. Transition altitude.
What the shot?
Beautiful.
Thousand to level off.
Well, that went semi to plan. I'm gonna have to do it one more time. So, yeah.
What was the plan, was it?
I can't hear you. Say again.
What was the plan?
No, speak into the mic. I can't hear you.
What was the plan?
Can't hear you.
What was the plan?
The plan was to do a go around, but you won't believe it. I made a mistake and I actually disconnected the autopilot before pressing the takeoff go around button.
Okay.
I should not have disconnected the autopilot there. Okay, that's interesting, Dave, because believe it or not, I'm running full kettles on xEnviro now. I'll show you my settings quickly while we're here. See, I pulled these two. Usually my density of the world objects is there and my vegetation is there, and just for the show I pulled them up. They seem to be holding out, but I can't really fly everywhere like that, so I'll just pull them after the stream. I'll pull them back. Right, so we're going to try this again. Gotcha. Yeah, I lose about 2, sometimes 3 frames if I enable it. On this new rig of mine, it's not that bad. I can live with it. Gotcha, gotcha. Makes sense. It's a good goal to have.
Flaps 1 set. Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
Gotcha, gotcha. And mine is on the same NVMe drive, but obviously in separate folders. And this is just the normal 12.05 release 1, so I'll fly the beta some other day again. Oh, there's the glide path coming up. We'll wait until it's about 1 diamond high and then we'll start our turn.
1000 to level off. Flaps 5 set. Flaps 15 set. Flaps 30 set.
Alright, done and done. You okay, Linda?
Yeah, I'm very happy. She doesn't look very happy.
Radio altimeter.
Nope. She wanted to be a test pilot, so she must just get with the program.
Oh, that's nice. That's lovely.
Very nice.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
Dave, I use X camera. I'm not sure how the default camera system works, but it's going to be something like a control or a shift or alt or something with a number, but I just don't know. I'm lost without my X camera, promise you. It looks nice, eh?
Hello, Uncle John. My name is Joanne. Don't forget to start the hangars.
Yeah, then you don't set it that way, unless they've got shortcuts I'm not familiar with. I usually just use the menu system to set them one by one.
Approaching 3, 5.
Right.
Beautiful.
500.
500. Clear to land runway 35.
4. Approaching decision height. Minimums 300. 200.
I was just about to say we've got rid of that stutter problem. We had a stutter there.
Yeah, right there.
Flaps 15 set. Flaps 10 set. Flaps 5 set.
Alright, well, here you go. Toga's working.
That's interesting.
I don't see a
Flaps
problem.
1 set.
It seems to work for me.
Why did that load so quick?
Approaching transition.
Well, that concludes the test, and it works. Definitely works.
This one for Zibo.
Mission altitude.
Yeah. 6 Charlie. 6 Charlie is perfect.
He's going to be pleased.
Yeah.
Flaps
He'll
7
probably
set.
release it. But
I don't know, Uncle John. He's full of plans. We'll see.
1000 to level off.
that's what I like about him.
Ready for
Just
descent
get some with it.
procedure.
Yeah. Excellent, excellent, Dave. Yeah, that's a good idea. Then it's going to be ridiculously tight. We're going to make it.
It's definitely quicker.
So, yeah, anyway, that is what it looks like, fully maxed out with some Heavens X Europe, yeah, brought out default scenery, obviously, and I think it's just a tad too much, but I don't want to change the sliders now, because typically what will happen is it will bomb out when you don't need that, so... Okay, Rob, how it works when you do a single channel approach to a runway, you press the TO button, TOGA, TOGA button. Alright, it will then kick out the autopilot and basically you just do a normal takeoff from there. Just follow the exact same rules. So the autopilot will kick out, you got to stabilize the aircraft, go to flaps 15, then go gear up, follow the flight directors. And once you go above 400 feet, then you just activate the autopilot again and it's a normal takeoff. I know, Dave, I know, but I can feel there are certain times when it really, you know, it's like somebody pulls a handbrake, you know, it's bugging me. It's just not as smooth as it can be. I'm used to better. Obviously on the ground I get like 40-50 frames. In the air now as we fly you can see, look, there's 50, high 40s, 50, and it's like when you turn certain ways and it has to compensate for loading all the scenery, you know, it drops down to like, I think the lowest I saw here that I can recall was something like 22, and I mean my eyes catch it immediately. I immediately see there's a problem there, you know, so I prefer to just reduce the autogen, the buildings and the trees just slightly and have a more smoother experience. Also, it means that I can fly into Heathrow or Gatwick or Amsterdam without killing myself with, you know, very low frames. Because this area here is generally, it's a very unpopulated area compared to Amsterdam or London, you know, so yeah. Speed brake vibration. Now you ask me, I don't remember. Let's have a look, see. Why am I not seeing it? Am I blind? No, xEnviro. XP
down one.
Got it. Thank you so much. Speed brake vibration. Speed brake drag. I don't have a speed brake vibration. I've got a speed brake drag. I don't see anything else. Is that what you're looking for? I hope that's it.
ready for electrical power-up procedure.
No problem. Now, getting back to Rob for the
Last
go around.
reset.
If you have dual channel, in other words, command A and B both set, like on an ILS, if you press the toga button, it should not kick out the go around. Oh, sorry, the autopilot in the go around. The autopilot should remain in. Then the aircraft does the rest. You just have to go flaps 15, gear up. Gamer, all good, thank you. How are you doing? Excellent. Well, yeah, we're almost done now. I'm just going to land and that'll be it. You're welcome. Right, speed brake, armed auto brake, seat belts and all, lights, cylinders, worries, and we're set. Check my map. Cool. Got the brace approach.
Radio altimeter.
Cabin crew,
Thanks, Dave.
take your seats, prepare for landing. Flaps 30 set.
Feet stabilized, Mr. Birchall.
Yeah, gamer. I'm not sure if anybody is making that, but for your sake, let's hope. I am Dave. I'm using AutoOrtho and some Heavens Europe X Europe.
Clear to land runway 35.
4, approaching decision height.
I'll hop on the Discord, ask them.
Minimums, 300.
Maybe they are. I'm not following it, so I wouldn't know.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank
That was
you.
nice.
Was, eh? It really was.
That was great. You've no idea how much I've enjoyed watching your stream.
Really? I'm glad.
Yeah. Game changer, isn't it, Nico?
Oh, yeah.
60 knots.
All they need to do now is speed up the load time.
Great landing.
Yeah.
You are professional.
Thank you, Linda. Yeah, you're right. Uncle John is here. And he's much happier. Alex, we got his AutoOrtho working for him again. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Oops.
Yeah, Uncle John's happy buddy.
Went a little bit too far.
He's a happy bunny.
Up here over there.
I am ready for electrical power up procedure.
Well, not
There
tonight.
he goes.
Not tonight, darling.
After
You're going
landing
off
procedure
now.
complete.
That's your story, Alex, and you stick to it.
Flaps up and set.
Yeah, it's 5.1.3, but oh my goodness, half of society can't get it working. The other half, like me, I just didn't have a problem. I just dragged and dropped and it was working.
No, you had me as a problem.
Yeah, problem child for 2 days. Thank goodness for Kevin on the third day.
Are you going to update your video, Nico, for the new version?
What do you mean?
For AutoOrtho?
Let the dust settle first. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
If you guys will stick around, let me just park. I'll tell you what I did, and then I'll tell you what happened to Uncle John. Okay? And then you guys can navigate yourself from there. But let me just quickly park, and then I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I'll show you.
Explain any file, Nico, is put in all these ortho folders at the top. Every single one, you have to take it down to the bottom. Even in using organizer.
No, there's a trick to it. I'll explain that now as well. Okay.
Okay.
You need to have AutoOrtho running when you create that ini file. And then, before you start explaining, that thing needs to run. Okay, and you need to save that ini file, obviously. Okay, what happens is, in the new version, it literally puts the files into Xplane and removes the files out of Xplane. And if you make a mistake and you start your Xplane without AutoOrtho running, there's nothing to put in there. So Xplane rewrites your ini file, and then you go, oh shoot, I forgot. Then you run the AutoOrtho quickly. Then it puts it in and it writes it at the top. And it's a two-edged sword. It's supposed to help you, but it cuts both ways. Okay, but I'll explain a little bit more just now.
Okay.
So, shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Well, I've got Europe and Africa in there. So I can go to Joburg and I can go to Leeds Bradford.
Ready for shutdown procedure.
I'm just saving everything quickly on my side.
Yeah, I enjoyed your stream.
Good.
Most revealing.
Yeah, very good stream.
Shutdown procedure complete. Ready
Right,
for
then you
shutdown checklist.
Get Xplane out of the way. Display capture, close down Xplane. See, in the old versions, let's start with the basics. In the old versions, thanks Alex, in the old versions of Auto for XP, if you forgot to run the Auto for XP, your Xplane would start up, you get to the menu, you say start flight, and it starts loading and then it bombs out. Okay, so what's happening now with this new one is Matt is trying to prevent the crash out from happening. Okay, so I'm going to show you something. There it is running. We go to custom.
You're not streaming it, buddy.
No, I'm streaming here in YouTube. Hold on. I'll stream here now for you guys. I'll stream here. Hold on.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Okay. So how it works is there it's running. So if you go to the Z side of things, there you go. There you have all your little folders. Okay. So now what happens is I can go to it. I can open it. I can use it. Okay. There's the overlays. There's all the downloads that you made. Okay. When I close that, you can't access it anymore.
Didn't know that. Thank you.
Okay. So now what happens is if you, for instance, if you now run your X organizer, it's going to tell you it's not there anymore.
Gotcha.
Okay, you see, look, it's complaining, it's changed, right? Look, it's gone. It's no longer there. It just doesn't exist. You see, because now what happens is, it's now going to be removed from your ini file until you run this thing again. So it's a good thing if you forget to start AutoOrtho, because now I can start my X-plane without it bombing out on me. Okay, because it will handle the scenery packs INI. But also the same thing now goes. If I now start AutoOrtho, it's literally going to put where's this thing? It's going to put it at the top.
Coming.
It should, in theory. Let me just go and see if it wrote that file now. You see, this is my scenery INI. Look, and it's gone. There's no more. There's absolutely nothing here pertaining to AutoOrtho. So in theory, it should now allow my X-plane to start up and run without bombing out. Okay, but at the same token, if I now start my AutoOrthos, I tell it to run. I suppose I need to start my X-plane now. I'm just going to take it to the first menu screen so that it updates the scenery pack INI.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, all of that does make sense, yeah. That's why we always start it first. So.
Yes, because theoretically what's now going to happen is it's going to put it at the top, meaning that you have to anyway now stop your X-plane, go fix it, and then start up again. So it's a two-edged sword. You win some, you lose some, X-plane is not going to remember where to put it. I'm just waiting for it to actually write the file.
But you're now going to show us how to get X-Organizer to put it in the correct place.
I will. It should remember it offhand, but let me just go get... There's the new scenery packs file. There's the new scenery packs file, and look. There.
Yeah.
There they are. Now they're at the top again.
So you just have to move it down, yeah. Okay.
Again. But if you remember to start Auto for XP every time first, okay, it's never going to allow X-plane to change this file because this is now X-plane induced, okay? Because it removed it, then it puts it back in. It removes it, then it puts it back in. Removes it, then it puts it back in. And if you start it out of sequence, this is now what X-plane is causing. X-plane now sees, there's new scenery. What does it do with new scenery? It puts it right at the top.
Right.
Okay. So that's the mechanics behind this whole idea. So let's stop it.
Even though it's got a prefix of Zulu.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's new scenery. It goes right to the top. Okay. So now, here's another problem that we have. Also, for this AutoOrtho needs to run in order for X-Organizer to see it. If you close this thing down, it's going to remove it from access again. Okay. Yes. So this needs to run. Now you start your X-Organizer.
Okay.
Now it picks it up. Look.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
Picks it up, and there it's put it right back in place again.
Okay, but the ini file?
Yeah. So now we save this thing.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah. Now we save this thing.
When you say save, where do you save it? Oh, save. The ini file.
No, the moment you close your X-Organizer, it saves the ini file for you.
Yes. Okay.
Right, so there's the ini file. Look, it's no longer at the top.
It's at the bottom.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
Yep.
So it's all about the sequence. I mean, I think Matt did have a good idea to have this put in, take out thing. But at the same time, I never saw any warning anywhere telling you, what I just told you. It's just something I picked up myself,
Yeah.
So please remember to start the AutoOrtho first before you start explain. Otherwise, explain is going to mess this up.
Okay.
So, Nico, to update, should I
No,
delete
let me show you.
everything?
No, let
Okay.
me show you. So there's the
I
AutoOrtho.
understand everything you've said so far. Yeah.
Okay, so there, if you watch my AutoOrtho video, you'll see all these folders and everything I did. Okay, there's the old AutoOrtho. I can actually delete that now. I don't need that. Let's not confuse you guys. All right. So now that is the AutoOrtho release folder. And let me just make it a little bit bigger just for show. Right? So that's your AutoOrtho. There's the XE. All right, so you will have this folder and you will have the contents. So all you do is you're going to download the zip file, right? And you're going to extract it into this folder, overwriting everything. That's all you do. You don't touch the ini file. The only time you touch the ini file is if you move these folders, the cache and the download folder. It's the only time you touch that ini file.
But prior to that, to do the token file or...
No, wait, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. So literally, all I do is I go in there, I extract the zip contents overwriting version 4.4, 0.4.4, okay? So that's the first step. So obviously then, you're going to run the program. And it's going to look a little bit different. Okay, you see you've got a clean cache size you can set. So it looks a little bit different. The one nice thing, obviously, is now it also tells us the version that you're running because the previous ones didn't. Okay.
So it doesn't change where we've set up for our save for a temporary download or anything like that. Okay.
No, this reads from that original INI file that was hidden in your profile, in your Windows profile, okay?
All right.
So you just make sure everything is fine. Then, whether this is true or not is debatable. Me personally, I deleted all the folders out of the custom scenery. Yeah, I just got rid of them just to make sure it's all of these ones. I got rid of this completely, made sure it's clean. Obviously, then I came and I installed everything again. I clicked, just to make it clear. Once you know this is all true, you can click save. Then just restart it, come download all of it, and you click run and you go and you set up your INI file and then you start your X-plane and then you fly. That's the sequence. As easy as that.
Okay. In addition to this, Nico.
Yeah.
You know when I questioned you about that save button?
Yeah.
When I downloaded Africa, I pressed the save button and I thought, I shouldn't have done that. But guess what? It does do something. No,
it does. It overwrites this file. I'll show you. If you go to your user file, Nico, there, it will overwrite this file. That save button will overwrite that hidden file over there. That's all it does. And all it contains is this. It's just a pass.
Okay.
So it's got nothing to do with the scenery. This runs totally separate. Okay. So anyway, after you install anything here, you need to set your scenery INI. If you don't set your scenery INI, it's not going to look great. Okay. You're going to miss buildings and all kinds of other things. Okay. Then, then what Uncle John was referring to earlier, very important. There are two engines that you can choose from, right? The first one is Docan and the other one is, Win SFS or something like that. SFP, I can't remember. Yeah, that thing. That it's two different engines. When you go to the site, the guy actually tells you. Matt's got it in his little document. Now, what happened in Uncle John's case, and in many other people's case, if you look in XP12 on Facebook, in those groups, the guys went ballistic. Half of the society that we deal with had the same problem. They could not run Explain with the new version. And in Uncle John's instance, in his case, what Nagnetjie sal nou. So what we figured out is he was using Dokan, because that's what I have in my training video as well, right? So everybody's using
right now.
Exactly. So if it comes up with an error, uninstall Dokan and go for that WinSFP, whatever the heck that thing is. Just change the engine. And the moment Uncle John did that, after 3 days of struggle, it just worked.
But you have to delete everything to do that.
Yeah, look, I mean, just start from scratch. So instead of using...
Okay, that's what I guess you just answered my question. Should I delete everything? And apparently I should, since I'm running Dokan.
Well, try it first of all without doing that. Just try it. I mean, what you got to lose? Nothing,
Well, you're not using Dokan now, are you?
I am using Dokan. Uncle John.
Oh, you are? Oh.
Yes. Yeah. No, I didn't change anything. Literally, all I did was I replaced the contents of this folder. That's all I did. I didn't change anything.
I don't even have that the release. I have cache, downloads, logs, and AutoOrtho.
Well, if you go and right-click on your icon and you tell it to open the file location, it's going to take you to the AutoOrtho release folder, unless you gave it a different name, because that's where it resides. And the only thing I did was I literally just replaced the content here. That's all. Didn't change anything else.
It worked for Nico. Dokan worked for Nico. It didn't work for me.
Yes.
So I had to use the alternate.
Yes.
And if you do the alternate, you have to delete everything. And start again.
Yeah.
And that's please don't have a go at me if neither of those work for you.
Okay.
No, but that's it. That's how mine works, and that's how his works. So in between all of that, I hope you guys are happy with yours, that you can get it going.
Absolutely. In the meantime, maybe the Matt will get it sorted what the problem is.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Trust me, guys, Nico spent hours and hours and hours checking, double checking, making sure 100% that my system was a replication of his. Couldn't get it going. Just didn't want to know.
Yeah. Well, those things happen, I guess.
Unfortunately, they do.
They're computers.
But we've given you a couple of options now, so hopefully it should be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That's it.
Thank you, Nico.
Pleasure, guys. Have a good evening or rest of your day if you're in the America side, and stay safe.
You as well. See you later, Uncle John. I'm taking off as well.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you, Nico, for all the work you do.